So the Uncirculated Mint Set comes out in a few weeks, ladies and gentlemen. The U.S. Mint actually gave us a full rundown of the set, what it looks like. We're going to talk a little bit about it today. And I'm going to tell you guys this one thing, all right? This is not the talk of the town, but you have to use this as kind of like a hidden sign. Because when something is not the talk of the town, it's different. There's going to be some sort of hype-generated buzz that's going to be happening when this thing is being released. Now, we're going to kind of speculate and see what's going on here. The U.S. Mint Set that's being sold this year is about the same price as what it's always been. And that's kind of like one of the shining lights of this particular product offering is that the price hadn't increased so dramatic and so large, all the while keeping the set a little bit, it may be a little bit desirable in a certain way. I think this year, the U.S. Mint had kind of changed things up with the U.S. Mint sets that it's worth talking about, but additionally, there's more kind of the hidden stuff that needs to be brought out so that way you guys are aware. First and foremost, this set is not immune to the enrollment program. This set is available right now in the U.S. Mint enrollment program for the issue price that you see on screen, $25.25. This set will go live for sale July 12th, so a couple weeks from now. Just to kind of recap exactly what you're going to receive from this set. It's 10 coins of each. The Philadelphia and Denver Mint is going to be included. It's going to include one of each of the Lincoln cent, Jefferson nickel, Roosevelt dime. It's going to have the Kennedy half dollar in addition to the Native American dollar, which we'll go into here in a second, because that's always a different design every year. But it's also going to have one of each of the brand new American Women series of quarters. Both P and D. So 20 coins altogether is what you're receiving in here. Sure, they're the same composition, all right, that what we're normally accustomed to seeing coming out of the mint for business strike purposes and so on and so forth. So you're still going to have your copper-coated zinc Lincoln, you're going to have your copper nickel clad other coins, and then you're going to, of course, have that dollar coin, the manganese planchet alloy that they're using in there. It's all the same standard stuff. However, it was quite interesting because CoinWorld had done an article on this today and had revealed something very interesting, okay, that I think is going to make me think a little bit about what's happening here. They are actually producing these coins a little bit differently than they normally would produce the regular made for circulation business strike coinage. So the coins that you see in the mint set here are going to be struck on specially prepared planchets. And by the way, this is verbatim from CoinWorld's article, so we're kind of like reacting to that. So they're going to be struck on specially prepared planchets on presses with the dies oriented to strike vertically. All right, something a little bit different. Unlike the circulating production which is executed on presses with the dies oriented to strike horizontally. All right, so it's interesting to say the least, but I think it's not so much the orientation of the dies that caught my attention, but the little keyword blurb that they had thrown in there, specially prepared planchets, as if it's going to be different than what we're normally used to seeing from regular business strike coinage. It kind of harkens back and reminds to a time back in around 2006, 2007 when the mint sets were produced with specially prepared planchets that gave an overall finished product that had a satin finish. And then, after, a few years, all the way up to 2010, they had ceased to do that specially prepared planchets, and they just went back to producing the U.S. Mint coins from the standard planchets for the coin production of circulation pieces. So that's kind of interesting, and we might see something similar to that where we're going back to the satin strikes, which I think by itself is going to be an extra added value for what you're getting. Okay, you're going to be getting coins that are going to be, dare I say it, much better quality than what we're used to seeing from previous mint sets within the last like 10 years. And, the other extra added benefit for people that collect these sets is that there's going to be people that are going to send these out for grading. So there's going to be, again, that extra component of the SMS keyword verbiage possibly coming back for graded examples through NGC specifically, all right? And then probably PCGS will follow suit as well. So I'm kind of like prepared to see this. I might end up buying one or two sets and just seeing for myself exactly what all the hubbub's about. And you shouldn't have to worry because there's going to be a number of these that are going to be available on the US Mint website during the purchase period, all right, which is July 12th. Okay, some people have already had issues trying to order some of the US Mint product because they are part of the enrollment process. Okay, so the 3-roll American Women series of quarter sets have sold out, all right, with exception of a few of the just random P&D rolls. But the S-Mint roll 3-coin set, or 3-roll set rather, not available, okay, and rightfully so. The S-Mints have an extremely low mintage, and those particular rolls are, or the 3-roll sets that you're able to get at the Mint are selling upwards of $200. So people are flipping them, they're making money. All the while, the people that are buying them are taking the S-Mint rolls, they're cracking them open, and they're grading those coins because graded examples can fetch over $1,000 in the highest possible grade. I think people are actually looking for was a Mint State 68 or whatever as far as like kind of like that threshold grade for that particular coin. So you also notice here that there's going to be a product limit of 250,000, which I find very interesting. It's a very decent number, but at the same time, it's a number that's easy to beat without even trying. And if the U.S. Mint is doing something a little bit different with the strike feature this year, this set might actually end up being a sleeper that's going to continuously sell very well throughout not only the rest of this year, but going into next year until the product limit has been completely swallowed up. And if it's anything like I've seen in previous like sets where they had virtually no buzz, and then when they began to sell, people began to realize that there is something a little bit extra with the set, then the sales begin to ramp up to the point where either the sets become very high mintage. We've seen some of that in the 2000s, and we're also seeing possibly limited availability. All right, all because of higher production costs all across the board. The cost of raw materials is through the roof right now. So this might be all that they can produce for now. Now, the product limit, and then, just kind of checking out the rest of the product schedule for the rest of 2022, I really don't see any other way that they're going to sell this mint set as a compilation to something else. Okay, this is a standalone set. The product limit is just that. The product limit being 250,000 with the possibility that they could enhance that number and produce more. So they're kind of it's a loose cap, but at the same time, you guys probably shouldn't take too much stock in that number, all right? Because they could blow up and produce another 250,000, and it would just kill kind of like the hype and buzz and the scarcity of the set. All right. So another thing that you'll notice is that the U.S. Mint had completely revamped the packaging on the mint set for this year. Gone are the days of the folder type designs of packaging, which I thought were kind of cumbersome because the material is kind of plasticky. You can't really unfold them and keep them flat. they were quite rigid. So they're just sticking with just a simple card style with the coins in their respective blisters. This is found to be a very safe type of archival material that has shown to do nothing to the coins. No toning, no nothing like that. And, it's an overall very attractive looking set. I would imagine that the materials used to produce this is going to cost a little bit less to have it done by the GPO or the government printing office. I think that's who is producing the cards and stuff that you see here. But overall, just a very clean, well-executed design of the Mint Set packaging as a whole. And it'll probably end up being a little bit more sleeker, streamlined for a collection later on down the road. All right, so new design for 2022. The 2 new cards are no longer in folders. All right, that's cool. You got the American Women's Series of Quarters, which had quite a hot topic these days. The set is accompanied by a certificate of authenticity. That's always nice. The Native American $1 coin this year is going to be the the latest reverse design features Ely S. Parker depicted in an Army uniform serving as military secretary to General Ulysses S. Grant. Sorry, I can't even talk this morning. During the Civil War. During the surrender at Appomattox, Parker rendered formal surrender documents in his own hand. He is shown with a quill pen, book, and likeness of his graceful signature as symbols of his experience as an expert communicator. And it also has the inscriptions Tonawanda Seneca and Hasa no Anda. Hopefully I got that right. I think I did. Recognize his tribe and birth name. All right, so, and then it has the normal inscriptions, E Pluribus Unum, US of A, and $1 on there. So there you go. And it's, again, all of the same standard compositions, so nothing really wild or crazy or zany that you need to know of there. Some interesting stuff here with this one. I would definitely keep an eye out on what's going to happen with this set. I think I'm in for a couple. I'll probably end up giving one away on my channel. I did have a giveaway question on one of my videos that I think I will either give away one of these uncirculated coin sets or possibly a brand new silver proof set, all right, which I believe is still available. But if you are interested in this set, all right, again, very attractive looking coin set. You can hit the Remind Me feature, have all notifications come to you via text or email, and it works really well. I think on something like this, you don't have to worry about necessarily being on the US Mint website at 0 hour to purchase yours. I think there will be plenty of these available on day one. So just assume that you could pop on at any time during the week of the release, and you should be good to go. All right, so yeah, pretty neat, very interesting release here. Something a little bit different from years past, and I look forward to reviewing this when it comes in, and I especially look forward to giving one of these away to one lucky winner. And yeah, it's a good looking set. I'm not usually all hype for mint sets because of the lack of precious metals in there, but sometimes it's not just about that. Okay, it's the overall execution of the design of the packaging. The price right here is extremely reasonable compared to the $105 release price of this silver proof set. I would say that this is a pretty good one to buy on, not necessarily to invest, but if you want something with a low production amount, limited quantities, all the while very attractive looking coins, this is the one right here to get. Before I let you guys go, okay, we have the live coin Q&A panel doing interactive question fielding. They're going to be fielding questions right from chat tonight, all right? So it's our standard kind of bi-week interactive show. Come check us out on the live coin Q&A channel. I won't be there, but the rest of the panel will be there. You know, I usually take this day to kind of catch up on things for the end of the month, but we have kind of chatted and talked about it. So this episode is called Cram Sessions, and this is going to occur once a month at the end of the month. All right, it's going to be that last Monday of every month, where we take your questions and we go ahead and address them right on the spot. So yeah, come join Paula, Adam, Shannon, and Shay, and the rest of the crew on for an edition of Cram Sessions on the Live Coin Q&A channel. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this one, guys. It sure was a pleasure to talk about the upcoming Mint Set. It looks very interesting, looks very nice, very pretty. It's a handsome presentation, pretty and handsome. That's a combo you don't see every day. But that's going to go ahead and conclude it. You guys are fantastic. Thank you again for all the views and support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the content and channel. If you haven't done so already, hit that bell for instant notifications. And come check me out on TikTok at BlueRidgeSilverhound. I will be on there as well, putting up new videos. I haven't put any in a few weeks, but we're going to be rolling here very soon with a new slate of quick, easy 30-second videos. But that's it, guys. So you guys take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you on the next coin video. So long.